Green Team Media.
He sent me a cue, and I misunderstood. I got it on a CD, and it just said, scrawled on it, said sketch. What he meant was that it was a sketch for a cue for some scene. I don't even remember what scene, but I thought it was the cue for the sketching scene, and it was solo piano. It was just James, literally, he had just done a melody, and he just sketched it out on piano. And I played it, I cued it up where the cue point was, and it didn't work, it was off. And so I slipped it around to a different cue point where there was a piano downbeat just on when Leo's eyes come up to look at Rose when he's drawing her in this really tight close-up. And it really worked. It's like, wow, this is great. It must have been miscued on the way it was written down, but the cue worked fantastically. So I called him up. I almost never did this. I called him up and I said, I just got this cue. It's fantastic. And he said, which cue? I said, sketch. It's fantastic. And he said, well, you know, I said, yeah, I put it up to picture, and when he's drawing her, he said, what do you mean when he's drawing? I said, well, when he's drawing, he said, oh, no, it's not for the sketching scene. It's for another scene. I said, not anymore. And he said, no, you can't use that there. And I said, not only am I using it there, I'm using this recording. He said, that's me playing. He said, no, I'll get so-and-so. We'll fly so-and-so in from London to play, and the intonation will be perfect. I said, no, we're using this. I want you to have played this song or this cue for the movie. He said, but the playing's not even that great. And I said, it doesn't matter. It's a sketch. He's sketching. The roughness, the rawness of it, the heart in it is what makes it great. He comes over and he says, well, I want to play you something. Let's go someplace where we can, where you have good reproduction. So we went out to my writing office and I put it on my system, and it's just the two of us sitting there. And, this girl starts to sing, and I immediately recognized the kind of the Celtic pipe, the Ilian pipe melody, but it was kind of a perky, upbeat thing. I thought, oh, this is going to be a song, okay, maybe we'll stick it in the end credits. I was kind of skeptical, and then she starts to sing, and I started to think, wow, this is really pretty good. And by about the second stanza, I was listening to the lyrics and just, kind of the heights that she hit, the power in her voice. I'm thinking, this is great. So it ends, and I looked up at him and I said, this could be as good as the song in The Bodyguard. It really could be, because that was my only reference point for a song that really broke out of a movie and really had that kind of power. And I said, I think it's really good. And he said, do you know who it is? And I said, I don't know. I don't know pop singers. He said, it's Celine Dion. I said, well, she's big, right? I had no idea. I had no idea how well it was going to work, just recapitulating all the emotions that you had just been through, coming off this kind of, this ending that's so satisfying, where Rose goes to wherever Rose goes at the end of the film and is reunited with Jack, and then going right into that. It just sweeps you out of the theater with this incredible feeling. The song really had its own life, and hearing it, if you're out in a shopping mall or you're driving around or whatever, it brought those emotions back. If you had seen the film, it brought them back, and maybe that helped with that kind of crazy plateau that Titanic just stayed number one week after week after week at the box office for 16 weeks. Crazy number. I think that was part of it. And I think part of it is that people had an emotional response in the theater. In this film, it's about the exchange of energy from Jack to Rose. She learns or relearns her confidence and strength from him, and at the end it all gets tied up because we see the pictures and we see the life that she's lived even without him. So it's not a sad ending. It's a bittersweet ending anyway. She probably would have much preferred to live it with him, but she took the essence of him with her, which I also think is why the Celine Dion song works so well with the movie, because the song is My Heart Will Go On, and the implication is that they're separated probably by the wall of death, but she's going to continue because she's strong. And that's the lesson of the movie.